It's time for me to do the biggest project I've ever worked on. I've been preparing for this video for the last 7 months. Over those 7 months, I've made 5 videos specifically so I can do this project right here. Episode 103, I placed down all this dirt scaffolding to lay out where I want to build the project. Episode 104, I expanded my nether perimeter. Episode 105, I placed down all the decoration and I broke all this bedrock. Episode 106, I built this gold farm. Episode 107, I built this insane piglin bartering farm. Episode 108, I used everything I made in those previous videos to farm up 4 million items that I need to work on the project we're doing now. The giant wall. I have no idea how long this project's gonna take me, but I'm gonna be trying my hardest to do as much as I can of it in this entire video. This wall's thousands of blocks long and about 100 blocks tall. And the purpose of the wall, it's to cover my entire base area. So I'm hoping this will quell my thirst. As you can see, this wall's gonna be pretty huge. It just took me 7.5 minutes just to fly around in that time lapse. I don't want to imagine how long it's going to take. I'm just going to have to experience it. Okay, that's enough me. Let's get it started. To start off, I'm going to do one part of the wall. I'll do this left side here. I'm just going to do it going out as far as I can to my render distance. My strategy with doing the wall is quite simple. I just break all the blocks. I just cause mass destruction to the environment wherever the wall goes, like breaking leaves, breaking wood, which is pretty much it. I think there is one village in my path, so that'll be going. And then I just place the blocks in a randomized pattern. And then I just place the blocks and spam scroll wheel and put on an auto clicker. And as you can see, it just makes a random pattern while you're doing that. And then I just kind of copy this pattern all the way along. To start off, I'm just going to do the left side of the wall as far as my render distance can see. So like, I'm going to time how long it takes me to do it all. Doing this long only took me 2.5 hours, which I think is awesome. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, I don't think that's awesome. This is going to take so long. Because that means it's going to take another 2.5 hours to do this. And then it's going to take, I don't know how long to do the roof. Only one way to find out. Let's do the right side now. In theory, it should only take 2.5 hours. It only took me 1.5 hours to place the basic floor, but now I need to do the crumble top effect. So I think I'm easily going to beat the 4-hour allegation. But to do the crumble top effect, I literally just do the same thing. I spam scroll wheel my hotbar, and then I just spam right click. And spam right click and jump. That's the way. And then it just places this randomized pattern of crumbly toppy goodness. And I just go back and forth line by line. And eventually, when I do all of it, it turns out like this. It turns out nice and crumbly and good. 1 hour and 10 minutes later, and the roof is done. So I just did the math. 2.5 hours plus 2.5 plus an hour plus 1.5 hours is 7.5 hours just for this big chunk. This is such a small project. This isn't going to take long at all. I can't wait to keep doing this for the rest of my life. Get excited. Where do I even... The only thing I can do right now is just keep going, I guess. A thing I didn't think about is snow. When I build this, snow's gonna go on it. I actually don't think it matters that much. If I really care, I could like go up all the way and build clear glass as high as I can in the sky, but I don't think I care, and I think it kind of makes sense for snow to be on the wall, especially in the snow biome. Oh, where do I even go from now? Do I continue on that end, or do I go back and keep going up here? I feel like I should keep going up here, because I think I'm going to go crazy if I do this and then do the exact same thing on the opposite side. It's like I'm not making any progress whatsoever, even though I am. All right, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go as far as my render distance can see. Six and a half hours later, and this big chunk of the wall is done. Finally at the point where I can fly down it and it can be longer than my entire render distance. So when the wall's done, I could just be flying around for ages. But we've already spent 14 hours on this video just to do a little bit of the wall. This is taking forever. And I don't even know if we're halfway down this one long strip. I just flew up to the bend and no, we're definitely not even halfway to the first bend. All right, let's up the ante. I'm going to do this one double the length. Ooh, hello. I don't think I've ever explored one of these in my world before. Isn't there a thing? There's no thing. What? Anyways, we're going to do it double the length of the last one. So we're going to do from here to here, but also from here to over there. And that should break us over the halfway point of this one big line. This is 13 hours later. We finally reached a little past my farms. So my base is over there and we started all the way over there. Now we got to keep heading over there, but we're actually almost there. Look at how close we are. It's just another like maybe 8 hours of grinding to go. That's nothing. Spent like 27 hours on this video so far and we're not even a quarter done. As usual, the only thing I can do is keep going. Let's get this last stretch of this straight line done so I can stop hating my life. Oh my god! I've never felt this satisfied in my life. Another 7 hours later, 34 hours on the tally. We're done with the first straight line. This is crazy. I don't even know if I'm a quarter of the way done yet, but I don't even care. I am rejuvenated. My life is being sustained by this project getting done. My happiness is at an all-time high. I could do this 1,000 times over. Okay, I'm done being excited. I'm getting pretty sick of tired doing it section by section because I've been doing it that way for so long, so I'm going to change it up now. I'm going to do the outside wall and leave the inner wall all the way to the halfway point of this entire thing. In my head, that makes it a little more manageable for some reason. We'll see in just a second how I'm feeling about that decision. I hate it, but I hate it less than doing it chunk by chunk. Well, I still don't know. I've only done the outside wall. I got to do the inner wall. It took me 10.5 hours to get to the halfway point from, I think, over there. But yeah, we're at the halfway point. If I turn around, about 3,500 blocks exactly that way is where we started off. I turned to the right. That's where we got up to. And then came all the way along here. Here's where I'm up to now. Now I just got to do that again with the inner wall. I'll work backwards this time. And I've got a strategy that I've been really wanting to try. So normally when I'm on land, I can only do 2 blocks at a time or 3 if I'm crouching. But if I'm underwater, I can go up to 4 blocks and I can swim underneath. And I can actually place 4 blocks at a time, which literally doubles the amount I can do at a time. So what I'm thinking is I come up here and I just place ice on top of all of the dirt. And then that'll allow me to swim the whole way up, break the ice on top of the dirt. And then lastly, break the dirt. And that'll allow me to swim the entire time, which I think will speed up the process a lot. Let's find out now by doing a big chunk here. Normally it takes 2 hours to do one of the chunks. So let's see. My theory was right. This was so much fast. It only took 1 hour and 10 minutes. That cut off 50 minutes, which is absolutely nuts. Now I'm going to copy that all the way along the entire half of this middle wall. And we're back to where we started. The whole half of this inner wall is done. Now it's just the roof. I'm so excited to do this. My favorite part. It's not. It's not. I hate it. That's why I wanted to spend a long time on the walls, because I hate this part. But now I'm kind of like, I have to do this part for longer now, and I'm regretting my decision. I'm assuming this is going to take about 12 hours. Let's lock and load up and get this thing done. As you can see, the halfway point of the wall is done. And also, as you can see, I've downloaded a mod so I can see the entire wall. This is really cool. So we've ended over here and we started over there. And I think that way is about 4,000 blocks away. Let's get an aerial view. Let's fly like 3,000 blocks up into the sky. Okay, grand reveal. It looks sick. I didn't do any math or nothing with the diamond shape. I just kind of eyeballed it as I went, and it turned out really good. This is my first time seeing it at this sort of size. Also, how big does my pyramid look? By the way, that's 1,000 by 1,000 right there. So you can tell it's about 1,000 blocks wide. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Look at my base. That's where I store my stuff. This is all my farms. And then once all the walls are done, I'm gonna fill up the inside with farms. I'm gonna do more biomes. It's gonna be awesome. And the final tally for half of the wall being built is 60 hours. I'm hoping this next half can go quicker because of the new strategies that I've found. But all we can do now is build the thing. Let's do it. One big time lapse. First step, outside layer of the wall on this entire half. Outside layer on this entire half of the wall is completely done after about 9 hours, which is actually phenomenal time compared to when I would do one little section like this and it would take 8 hours. So this is very good. Now I've got to do the inner layer of the wall. I suspect this will take pretty much the exact same amount of time. We're so close. The wall part is pretty much done. Now we just got to like connect the two bits of the wall with the roof part of the wall on the wall in the roof. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get straight to it. Guys, the wall is pretty much done. But before I show it off, there's a couple things I want to do. Just so it's perfect, so you guys are seeing perfection. I just want to go around and remove all of the 3 high top things because I don't like them. They suck.
One eternity later.
All done. It's all nice and flat. Now I need to head down to the bottom of the wall, and I just need to check every single block going along. Stuff like this. If it's not connected to the floor and sitting on top of a block, I need to fix it like this as well. I don't know why stuff like this just really annoys me, and it's what I've always done for every single platform I've made. Surprisingly, that took like 5 hours, but now the wall is flush with the ground. Almost done. Now I gotta wait for it to rain, but while I wait, I'm gonna get rid of all the stuff that I don't need. So before I started, I had 11 double chests of each. Now I have 16 all up. So right here, we have 1.5 million items, and we had 4 million when we first started. So surprisingly enough, the wall only took 2.5 million blocks to build the whole thing. I was expecting it to be like 100 million, a billion, because it's like 4,000 blocks wide and 5,000 blocks tall. So like that's a lot of blocks. But yeah, now we just got to do some cleanup work and then we're done with the whole thing. Now that the items are cleared up, we just got one more thing to do when it rains. While it's raining, I just got to fly around my perimeter and get to zones that it's snowing in. And then I got to sit there and wait a little while until all the snow is covering every single block. Then once that section's done, I just go along and do the same thing, wait a little while.
2 hours later.
And with the snow done, the wall is done. 2.5 million blocks later, 105 hours of work put into this one wall. I'm currently 4,500 blocks up in the sky. I can feel it in my stomach that I'm so excited. I can't even talk. I haven't looked at this properly once it's been completely done. This is our first time together. Let's look. Yeah, I'm upside down. This is friggin' sick. Oh my god, this is awesome. I got a diamond in my own world. This is my base. This is my base. It's mine. I built that. Yeah, I did that. That was me. God, this is so cool. I can't wait to fill this thing. This is something I've wanted to do since literally I was a child. When I used to play Minecraft after watching Captain Sparkle's Skyblock series, and I built like 2 bases in one world, and they both had walls. I'm addicted. Oh, this is so cool. As I said earlier, I'm going to do more biomes. I'm going to build a ton of farms. I want to do one big project there, because when I was doing my witch farm perimeter, I dug up all the sand here to make TNT, so it's really ugly. Oh my god, it's done. It really didn't take as long as I thought it would either. I thought this would be like weeks long. I took a week of leave from work, and I spent 60 hours in the first week, and then the last 2 weeks, I've spent about 45 hours on top of work just to get this done. And it was worth it. If you liked what you watched and want to see more, please subscribe and comment. If you want something specific to comment about, comment a biome you want. What sort of biome do you want? Slime biome, iron biome, whatever block, I'll get it and do a biome. As long as it's not flammable. That's where I draw the line. Thank you everybody and goodbye.
From the top of the server to the very bottom of the game. Agreed. Correct. Listen anyway. Yeah, Game Boy, I really be happy if I would be fair to this game. This castle is too